we're talking about early adoption. Let's talk ChatGPT ads. Are you gonna get in on it?
Yeah, we're for sure gonna get in on it, and like that's what we're saying. Early adoption. Like if you're first to something, you can really make it work, and there's a big ROI there if you can make it work. I know nothing about them. I don't know what they're gonna look like. You probably know better than me. But I've got an in-house guy on the team that's an AI wizard. He's my tech guru, and he'll be all over it.
Mm. So from my understanding, it's going to be like a cost per thousand impression model. They're not going to have attribution. So like if you're hoping that you can run some ChatGPT ads and be like, I made this much money off of ChatGPT ads, probably not going to happen. Do you think that'll dissuade a lot of people from doing it?
It's so interesting. Because like while you're talking, I'm sitting here thinking like how people use ChatGPT and the type of searches that are in there. And it's like I almost want to say it seems like more top of funnel than Google, because like people are going to ask it like, hey, my insurance company, it looks like I'm going to need a new roof soon. Like it's so conversational. So it's so hard to think about like, are people that are talking to ChatGPT and like prompting it back and forth and having a dialogue with it, are they ready to click a link and talk to an outside company?
It depends.
Yeah, but then some will say, who's the best roofer in Martin County? And then, in that case, it is. I don't know if it'll dissuade people from doing it. I think that's silly. It's obviously where everything's going. So, like, we're going to do it. That's all I can say.
Are you going to create additional marketing budget for it, or will you pull from somewhere else in the budget?
Depends where I'm at. Like, I look at the budget and just where we're at every single month. Sometimes I'm reallocating. I recently actually pulled some of my marketing budget out to make some sales hires. Like sometimes I reallocate. Sometimes I'll throw extra money at it. It just depends on a lot of factors.
Mm. So you make situational aware real-time choices that you think are best for your business?
100% with like our monthly financial reporting and all that. Yeah. I mean, like
I say it in jest, but a lot of people.
Well, it takes time. Like I'm not going to sit here and act like I was just like financial guru in my even in my 4th and 5th year. Like I was starting to get it. I was looking at numbers for certain things, but like now the monthly reporting and statistics I have now to look at every month is like absurd. Yeah. It's insane. But you don't have that when you're early on.
Of course.
But you should still know the basic things. What is my overhead in dollars and percentage? Like it's crazy how many people don't know that. And it's just basic stuff. What is my break-even point? What gross margin am I getting? Is the way I'm estimating giving me a consistent gross margin at the end, or am I closing all over the place and my estimating's broken?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that, like the basic numbers people don't, they don't look at. They don't realize that they're netting negative 4% because they did $5 million in sales. They feel like they're growing, but shouldn't the cash in the bank be going up a little if we're doing all this work? Well, you might not be making any money. I wasn't. There was a time where I realized I wasn't. It's kind of heartbreaking, but then you figure it out. That's
sometimes the toughest lessons are the most impactful ones. And they're the quickest way to motivate change.
We got beat up last year pretty good. We started off the year. First quarter last year was the best quarter ever. We've kind of grown like this my whole career. But then for the first time ever, summer last year, we actually took some steps backwards. And I didn't react quick enough. My overhead was too high for, we got cut back a little bit. I kind of hung in there too long, like not trying to let people go. I hung in there. It's hard to cut marketing when you're slowing down because you need leads. So like I hung in there. And then I'm like, all right, fuck it. I got to pull the plug. And we had to lean up as far as the overhead went.
Yeah.
But now we're climbing back up to where we were and our overhead's super low. And now, now our margin's crazy.
Yeah. And I don't say these things to chastise the people that aren't doing them. I do it to bring awareness to the fact, because sometimes, if you hear it from me, I'm not a roofer, guys. I get it. And, it's a marketing guy giving roofing advice. But I deal with a lot of roofing companies. I watch these omelets made, and if you can make the same omelet break in less eggs, like I want to help you do that. Let me be your cooking guide.
Yeah. 100%.
Maybe I'll start a cooking YouTube channel. Dude, I really suck at cooking.
Like a budget, it's the most boring thing ever. But just having a real budget in place and having it uploaded into your QuickBooks or whatever you're using for your accounting or your reporting, if you just have like a strict budget that you sat there and looked at your historic numbers and you're like, all right, this is what I'm spending on LSA, this is what I'm spending on this, and just went through all your categories, and then you came up with a budget. Now you have a number of your overhead, and then you plug it into QuickBooks, and now at the end of every month you just look. How did I do to meet my budget? You're probably going to find you're all over the place and you need some more financial discipline, but that stuff's big because then you can count on a bottom line number that you're actually going to meet. And then, then you have a real business.
So that's a really good point. It's great insight for the people watching. Let me ask you this, because I ran into this with, Eric Reno.
Mm-hmm.
We were dealing with one of his folks, an accountant, and how do you forecast LSA? Because most people, we wave money at Google, set it to $100,000 a week, give us as many leads as possible, and it caps out, so I can give you 30 or 15 or 50.
Yeah, I think mine's at 200,000 a week right now.
So what does that look like in the financial reporting? Do you take an average of the last 12 months of what it's spent and say, okay, we could safely assume it's going to land here? Because I also had another client who they got blasted by a storm. They spent $90,000 in a month on LSA.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no way to account for that. We just update it every month to the previous, so there's a good chance next month's going to look like last month, so we just update it.
When we're explaining it to the accounting person, he's like, that's not how this works. I have to reconcile and forecast based off a real number. I was like, yeah.
Yep.
So
it could be $5,000, it could be 30. I don't know what to tell you about it.
You ever play a slot machine before? It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Little less downside.
But I promise if it's high, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. Yeah. And look, I'm not a CPA. I don't have, the financial, pedigree that you do. But what I can tell you is, again, we start running this thing up, everyone here is going to be a lot happier.
Right. 100%. 100%.
Shout out to the team at Roofer. If you need instant roof quotes, clean and pristine proposals, which will give your prospects no choice but to buy from you, click the link down in the description. You'll be happy that you did.